Good afternoon. Nobody is always ready for a time like this, especially when it's your family member. You can get ready for any occasion, but death is something different. It's not because people don't die, but there are always people that you think they're invincible. In the last few years, I have been through an occasion like this, maybe almost every 2 months, every week, every month. But this particular one here is different. It's different because the person staying in here is more than a sister to me, more than a friend, more than a mentor. I'm her younger sister, a cousin by blood. She was almost everything to me. From when I was 5 years old until a week ago when she died. Rachel and I went through so much. We went through happiness, we went through sadness. We actually went to school together, even though she was older than me, but I catch up with her age on a lifetime. A few of my cousins here, 4 of us actually, we went to the same school together. And Rachel was a person that has a high ego. She created this atmosphere. She created a name for her. People used to call her High Lady, and I'll tell you why she wanted to call herself a High Lady. And we used to call her Judge Rachel, because if you do something wrong or something good, you will have to come to her court to explain why did you do that. So every time when we do something mistakenly, if Rachel asks you, come and sit down and tell me why did you do that, you'll be shaking. But now I'm shaking even though I know she's not here. But I'm shaking because her presence is still there with me. Rachel will tell you, explain, why did you do that? What is your motive? So you will have to really have good reason why you did that. So we call her Judge Rachel. Even when she was dying, she would still call me and tell me, you have to remember everything that I taught you. Everything that I taught you, from good and bad. I don't want to tell you so much about her because you've seen the video. And this is not the time for me to talk, actually. I'm not ready to talk because I will never be ready to say goodbye to her. But I want to tell something to her children. That even though Mommy is gone, I will always be your mommy, because that's what she taught me. I will always be your auntie. You will never look at me as a stranger. Whenever you need anything at all, because that's what she taught me. Whenever I need anything at all, She was always there for me. So I wanted to keep a good memory of Rachel. That I don't want to say goodbye to you because I know your spirit is here. You left your beautiful children. I will always see you and your children. Thank you for everything that you've done to me. Thank you for all the good time and the bad time we had. So it's never a goodbye for us. It is just a while. It's just a matter of time. We will meet again, as you told me. It's just a couple of days, as you always tell me. Just a couple of days, and we'll meet again. Thank you.
This is one of the hardest things I've ever done. As we sit down, as we gather here today to celebrate the life of Rachel, I met Rachel when she came to this church. It was Saturday morning, and I saw this lady in an African outfit, and I said, oh, there goes my African sister. Immediately after church was over, I went over to her, and I claimed her. And ever since then, we became sisters. Rachel, as I know, was God-fearing. If you do not remember anything about Rachel, know this. Rachel was God-fearing. God was number one. Rachel was a dedicated wife, a loving mother. Rachel was caring. Rachel was a fighter. She is never afraid to speak her mind. She will tell it to you exactly how it is. As I try to remember Rachel, she wants her children to be in church no matter what. She wants them to be in church school. Those were very dear to her. As she was very dedicated, her husband was not always here. There was this particular time when her husband came here on business purposes, and Rachel had to go to meet him. And so she dropped the children, left the children with us. It was about time for a Pathfinder's Club. Pathfinder Club in this church, for those who are not Adventists, are a group of young people. And so it was time for these young people to go on camping. I was scared. I was like, I know Rachel wants these children to participate, but I cannot just take them without her. So we called her. After several calls, we got hold of her. And she said, make sure you take Dubi to camp. She called, and she will not hold anything for these children to be a part in church. She called, gave us a list of things, tell us whatever the boy needs. You make sure whatever the boy needs to go to camp, you make sure that he gets it and take the boy to camp. We did. Took care of the children. While Joan stayed here with the girls and went to camp with Dubi that time. Well, we finished everything and Rachel came back home. And I tell you, we crashed that time. When Rachel came, we were like, Rachel, you were gone all this time. And we have your children, we kept your children. You came back, Rachel, you didn't tell us anything. Rachel kept quiet. She came down and she sat down and she said, I am an African. Why are you behaving like American? I am an African. You see? Your children are my children. My children are your children. So if I leave my children with you, which are your children, and I went away and you took care of them, you expect me to come and tell you thank you? there was nothing we could do. We just sat down and we laughed and we hugged and we hugged and we just cried. That was what it was all about. When Rachel was diagnosed with cancer, Rachel came to this church, called the pastor, spoke with the pastor. The pastor and all the elders of this church, we gathered at the church library. Rachel was in the middle and we prayed. What does that say of Rachel? Rachel was God-fearing. God was number one. And as she fought, because remember I told you she was a fighter, as she fought this illness, she has never lost sight of God. 2 Saturdays ago, I came to church. I was told, Joe called me and told me, hey, Rachel is in the hospital. I said, really? So I said, okay, I will go and see Rachel on Saturday after church. As I sat in church, my spirit was on Rachel. You know what? Let me go. So I left here and I picked up my Bible and I went to Rachel's house to have worship with Rachel. As we sat down there and we were talking, I said, Rachel, what happened to my sister? And she was telling me, she said, my sister, this is what the doctor said. I said, and what did you do? The doctor said that I'm going to die. Who told the doctor that? Is he God? So Rachel fought with the doctor. I said, Rachel, did you really fight with the doctor? He said, yes, he is not my God. He do not have the last say. I said, yes, my sister, you are right. She fought to the very end. Let us remember. As we remember the life of Rachel, let us continue. She has fought a good fight, leaving us to carry on. It is on us to pick up from where she left and take it. Her children were there to her. Let's continue to love these children and continue to lead them and guide them. I could sing, but it's very emotional. But let's take heart and know that the end is coming and Jesus is coming soon. As we mourn the death of our beloved sister, let us remember that there is a day that we will be reunited and all of us will be caught up and meet our Lord. Amen. Thank
you. Be strong and of good courage. Do not fear nor be afraid, for the Lord your God, He is the one who goes with you. He will not leave you nor forsake you. This verse sums up my mental image of our dear sister Rachel. I met Rachel at least 5 years ago. Our children have had the privilege of growing up together. She was a beautiful woman with a beautiful smile, and she feared God, and she had faith in God. When she first came here, I can remember seeing her, and little Dewey was little, and Nawitch was really little, and Amal was right there in the middle, and I thought, wow, she's a strong woman. Dragging these kids to church and having them on time. She was devoted to her church and her children and her family. She held down her fort here while her husband attended to their home in Africa. Our friendship grew over the years, and as I became aware of her illness and became diligently praying for her, We grew in our friendship and our prayers. Doobie and my son are in the same class together at school, and so we became fast friends. Our friendship was further strengthened last year when Namal and my daughter were also in the same class, and Nawich was in my class. I have watched Rachel over the years and have been amazed at her strength to carry on with everything that life has given her. During all of our heart-to-heart conversations, she never once questioned God. She only praised Him and said, "My God can heal me if it is His will." "I trust in Him," she said. She would always say that she had unshakable faith. That's one important thing you need to always remember about your mother. Doobie, Namal, and Nawich, your mother loves you with every ounce of her being. All of our hearts are breaking for you. Your loss is so tremendous. Your trust in God in time will slowly heal your heartache. Your church and your school family, we want to support you in any way we can. It takes a village to raise children. So Ezekiel, please know that we want to help you in all ways possible. "For I know the plans I have for you, declared the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not harm you. Plans to give you hope in a future." Jeremiah 29:11. May you each have the faith of your dear mother and know that we will see her in the clouds when Jesus comes to take us all home with Him. And there will be no more sadness, pain, sickness, or death. Remember Deuteronomy 31:6. "Be strong and of good courage. Do not fear, nor be afraid, for the Lord your God, He is the one who goes with you. He will not leave you nor forsake you."